okay? He's bouncing around. He goes to Brooklyn following Kyrie Irving. That was a disaster of epic proportions. Couldn't get out of the second round. Then, as the ship be sinking, he said, get me out of here. Lands in Phoenix with D-Book. Year and a half later, here come the rumors. Stephen A. Smith was one of the first to start him, saying, oh, well, Kevin Durant, keep an eye on Houston. Huh? What? Durant leaving? What? So then the Suns owner came out, Matt Ishbia, and he quickly shot that down. Everyone loves talking about drama. Some are right, some are wrong. Phoenix loves Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant loves Phoenix. We are competing for a championship because we have the team to do it. Now, Ishbia's talking all kinds of nonsense this offseason. I think he said something to the effect of, like 26 teams would love to be in the position we're in. Yeah, sure. Okay, rich guy. Swept by the Timberwolves in the first round, and that was the series where Anthony Edwards became a star. Anthony Edwards jaw-jacking Kevin Durant down the court, hitting jumpers in his face left and right, and the Suns got swept. Yeah, I'm the idiot who picked the Suns in that series because I'm a believer in KD. Folks, Kevin Durant was hurtling toward being a top 10 player all time in the NBA when he got those 2 rings and finals MVPs with the Warriors. And I, like the goofy guy I am, oh, Kevin Durant, best player in the league. He's going to be top 10 all time. I went and hyped that around the world. Some people tailed me, and I was out front. I was bragging. I was thumping the chest, 5 years later, I look like a buffoon. Staking my claim to Kevin Durant as the best player in the league, maybe back then he was, but it's been all downhill. Folks, if Durant ends up asking out, and I'm not saying he is, but if he tries to force his way out, what are we doing? He's becoming the ultimate drama king of the NBA. It was Kyrie Irving for a minute, his boy. And now it seems like it's Kevin Durant. Now, I hope he's not asking out of Phoenix. Durant, I got to check his age here. But Kevin Durant, yeah, he's 36 years old. He's not, 35, 36 in September. Is Kevin Durant getting better? Are we going to see him in the finals again? Quickly, let me ask you, has anybody had a more stacked deck in their career than Kevin Durant? Go through the list. He started out with Russ and Harden. He started out with 2 Hall of Famers in him. They go to the finals, lose. Then it's just him and Russ. Okay? Then he goes to Brooklyn with Kyrie. And they had James Harden. And now he's in Phoenix with Devin Booker. And they had Bradley Beal. And don't scoff at Beal. Okay? Beal was really good. He's an all-NBA player. Was. Everywhere he's gone, Kevin Durant has had a super team. 3 superstars. And he hasn't done anything outside of the Warriors. And I'm starting to feel a little bad for him. And I know he's probably going to see this and get upset. Say, I don't want out of Phoenix. You idiots are engagement farming. Maybe he's going to borrow J.J. Redick's phrase. I don't know, KD. I'm getting worried, man. Get it together, bro. You got to stay in Phoenix and fix this. You guys have the roster to do it. But then you look at the West and you're like, oh my gosh. Top 4? No shot. Top 8? Crickets. Is this a play-in team in the West? I'm being real, guys. Are they a play-in team? You go up and down the West. I'll tell you right now, Lakers have a better team than the Suns. I don't even think it's a debate. Lakers have a better team. Lakers have a better coach. Sorry, Budenholzer. I know Redick's never coached a game, but give me Redick over Budenholzer. Come on. I don't know where Kevin Durant goes from here. And I genuinely feel bad for him because, man, when Durant is cooking, there are few better to watch than KD just coming down, pulling up, shooting that feathery, buttery jumper, and it's automatic. And now it feels like he's in his head. He's wandering, kind of lost aimlessly. I don't know where he goes from here. KD, figure it out in Phoenix, buddy. You can do this. Let's go to Alex Curry with the news.
No.
Turn on the news. This is the Herd Line News.
Now we're going to stay in Arizona, but talk about the other team because Kyler Murray missed all of last season and the first half of the regular season as he recovered from a torn ACL. Now, healthy and a full participant in camp, Kyler is getting his first full offseason working with his new offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. Now, tight end Trey McBride believes Kyler had been putting in necessary work and has put himself in a position to have his biggest season.
This is my third year with him now, and he seems more motivated than ever. He's a guy who's bringing everyone together. We're throwing every weekend. We're getting everyone together, and he's in the building, first one in, last one out. You know, he's one of those guys who's doing everything the right way. And this is the most confident I've seen him. This is his first year that I've been fully healthy with him. He's fully healthy. I think everything's trending in the right way. He has a ton of weapons out there, and I have full confidence that he's capable of an MVP season.
Now, we've seen flashes of greatness from Kyler Murray, but we haven't seen like a full healthy season coming off a healthy offseason. Now, there have been talks that he could be a dark horse in the MVP conversation.
Stop it.
He's currently tied for 18th with Christian McCaffrey at plus 5,000. But again, is this going to come down to, can he stay healthy? What kind of a season he's going to have? Do you see him as in the MVP conversation?
So, dang it, Alex, you had to do this. So as soon as you say Kyler Murray MVP, I'm like internally cracking up. And I'm like, okay, if Kyler wins the MVP, I'll da-da-da. And I vowed not to do that anymore, so I'm not. He's not winning.
But if you do, it'll probably help him. We know you're on.
There's zero chance. Not only that, I think the spicier angle, as opposed to MVP, is let's say the season goes sideways. They open with Buffalo, and then they got the Rams, Lions, like easily 0-3 start. Let's say the season just spirals out. Look at this.
Yeah.
First three opponents who made the playoffs last year. 49ers in week 5, Green Bay in week 6, all playoff teams. Harbaugh in week 7, Dolphins in week 8, Bears are on the come up. What if Arizona's 1-8? So, Alex, how's this scenario? And I had to look this up, and this is where it gets scary. Is there a world where the Cardinals decide, hey, man, we've had the new coach again, and I've had 2 years to look at Kyler? Not for me.
Like wants his own guy?
Yeah. Miami, do you want Kyler? Raiders, do you want Kyler? Just pedal him around the league.
Interesting.
The problem is his dead cap hit is massive for another this year, and then the following year it's 63.
Okay.
So there's probably not a world where he's going anywhere. I don't know, Alex. I'm not feeling optimistic for the Cards.
Like I said, we've seen flashes of greatness, but we haven't seen consistent greatness from Kyler Murray. And then didn't he also he had to put like the video game thing in his contract
he had
too?
To,
very
do the homework,
into gaming. And again, as you mentioned, if it's not your guy as a head coach, that's a big factor too. You always want your guy. If you're going to like fall on the sword, it's got to be for your guy. We just saw this with Sean Payton and Russell Wilson. They're paying him $39 million to play for another team because it's not Sean Payton's guy.
You're asking me to make the meal and win the Super Bowl? Well, I'm not going to let you pick the ingredients. I got to pick it out.
Yeah.
So ultimately, he may come back and say, I need to get my own guy in here. And listen, I don't want to bash Kyler Murray. I know Colin is friendly with him.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen it in the last 2 years from Kyler.
I mean, the hope is like exceed everybody's expectations. Stay healthy. Prove everybody wrong. Like go into the season with that chip on your shoulder.
Who do you feel better about, Kyler or Tua this coming season?
Tua. Like in terms of the season that they had? Like, I mean, Tua's coming off one of his best career seasons.
Midway through the year, he was like an MVP candidate.
He was in the conversation. Yeah. I mean, now, what's the contract situation going to be? Because that's always going to have some sort of mental effect on you going into the season. Like, is he going to feel undervalued? Are they going to reach a deal before the start of the season? Because we're hearing it might not be on the same page at the moment. So, yeah, but definitely, like, just from track record at this point right now, Tua.
Yeah. If you want to put MVP money on Kyler Murray, just light the money on fire because it's gone the second you bet it.
Stop.
Come on.
All right, on to wide receivers, and we've seen a ton of wide receivers get paid this offseason in what has been a booming market for the position. Now, on the flip side, we've seen guys like Brandon Ayuk and now Amari Cooper holding out for long-term deals. Now, Cooper is on the final year of his deal, and in a recent interview said that he's trying to get paid this year, confirming his holdout is contract-related. The Browns are in a tough spot because they have a lot of money, guaranteed money, tied up with Deshaun Watson, right? But it's also important to make Watson happy and have his top receiver, Amari Cooper, to be able to have the same kind of outcome that they had this year. And Cooper set career highs last year, in receiving yards per catch, and he was doing this with multiple different quarterbacks. And when you look at the other top receivers right now in the market, what Amari Cooper is getting compared to everybody else, Amari Cooper's around $20 million a year. That's not even top 5. A majority, if you look at the list right here, majority of the top guys are close to 30. Jefferson obviously resetting the market with 35. A.J. Brown 32. Tyreek Hill at 30. Waddle 30.
Yeah, Cooper's better than Waddle and Smith.
Yeah.
Probably